Winning today's game against Southern Illinois, bringing their record to 17-13. They will face off tomorrow at 1:30 against Wichita State. With us, we have Coach Tanya Warren and players Madison Weekly, Amber Sorensen, Brooke Brown, and Alyssa Johnson. And to start, we will start off with an opening statement from the coach.
It wasn't pretty, but we'll take it. They gutted out another win. This team's been doing this all season long, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
All right. Any questions for the players? Please raise your hand. Right there.
Oh, go ahead. I thought you had
Saying, let's just, Amber, just talk about, you struggled a little bit. I think you were 1 for 8, and then suddenly it's 3 in a row to kind of seal the deal. What keeps you confident as a shooter?
I gotta give it to my teammates and the coaches. They all, the teammates, they're saying, keep shooting, you'll get the next one. And then nothing kind of got on me, but it was a good thing. And then to Jody, he said, no one's going to remember the ones that you miss, but just the ones that you make, so just hit the last one. So, that's kind of helps confidence.
Did you feel something once you hit that first one where you felt like, it was all in, and then that kind of led into those next two?
Yeah, the first one felt really good. You just have those shots that feel really good, so then it was kind of helped after that.
You had some open looks throughout the game. Did you feel like, you're just missing barely, or it didn't seem like, that they're off that much?
Yeah, I think I was just rushing those shots. We talk a lot about that. Coach Warren and Coach Tiff get on me for that a little bit. So.
Brooke, can you talk a little bit about that second half? I know last year it was kind of Chloe Nelson at Illinois State, who was a senior, that kind of willed her team, and this year it looked like as you was trying to drive to the hoop and create some things in that second half to get your team back in the game. What type of urgency do you feel, as a senior competing in this tournament?
No matter if it's your first year or your last year, there's urgency in the tournament. There's a lot of energy, and like I said, no matter what year it is for me, every single possession, could be your last. You never know with injuries and stuff like that. So it was more just going out there and making reads and being aggressive and staying confident, just like Stretch said.
How determined were you to get to the hoop there in the second half? How important was that?
Sorry, her nickname Stretch. I was really determined. A lot of times in a game, it depends on matchups. And for some reason, it was working, and I tried to use my matchup and just tried to get to the hoop when it was open.
Alyssa, could you talk about just the battle rebounding and overcoming 23 offensive rebounds, and just did you feel like if you could get 3 in a row, you could get some breathing room and that would be enough for you today?
Yeah, I think it was a huge key for us to get rebounds today, because last time we played Southern Illinois, they killed us on the glass, and I think everybody stepped up on our team today to get rebounds. We struggled a little bit, but we came out with them in the end.
The way the game went, though, they missed. I think they went over 10 minutes without a field goal. Did you think if you could get 3 rebounds in a row, 3 possessions in a row, and get yourself a breathing room, you'd be able to win the game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was huge. Just continuous stops is always helpful. Gets our offense going too.
Madison, just talk a little bit now. You set yourself up as a team to play Wichita State. Something you look forward to?
You always look forward to playing the #1 seed. It'll be a big game, and we just played them a few weeks ago, so we're ready to go, and hopefully.
Any more questions for the players? No? Okay. You guys are free to go.
Get out. I'll go first.
Well, absolutely, from Brooke Brown. She's extremely experienced, and that's what experience gets you. She did not want, you could tell, she was extremely focused. You could see it in her eyes. She did not want this to be her last game, and she literally took it upon herself to make sure that we got back in the basketball game. And once she was able to do that, I think it relaxed everybody else, and we kind of got in a little bit more of an offensive rhythm. But I kept telling them all game long, don't worry about the offensive end. Eventually it's going to come. We have to continue to sustain defensively. We have to continue to defend. The offensive part of it will come, and it certainly did for us, and I had a great time.
Coach, prior to this game, you mentioned defensive rebounding was going to be big, and they're getting about two on every possession. Just your thoughts on, even though things didn't go to plan there, how you're able to kind of scrap and claw and still, come up with stops when they're getting that many offensive boards.
Again, that's what this team has done. That's our MO, to scrap and to fight. And we just kept talking about win the next possession, and keep battling. Just keep trying to put a body on them, and eventually we'll get a call, we'll get a rebound. And we came up with some key rebounds, some key stops, and it's just a matter of this team, their heart. We battle, and today was no different.
Tough matchup for Alyssa. Your thoughts on how she battled inside and how important that was to you?
She's done that all year long. Today was no different. Pierre is no question, hands down, the best post in our league offensively, and she was tremendous. Again, you had to pick your poison, and I thought AJ, she scored 18 points on 16 field goal attempts, 21 rebounds. She did the best she could, and she came up with some key stops, some key rebounds, and that's all we could ask of her. But what a tremendous team effort.
What's going to have to happen tomorrow to compete with a team like Wichita State?
Well, in order to be the best, you have to beat the best. There's no question they're the best. Luckily for us, we just played them, and we played them fairly well in Wichita. It was a 12-point game, but it really was not a 12-point game. We understand what we're going to need to do offensively. We're going to have to take care of the basketball and be able to handle their pressure. And then defensively, we're going to have to rebound. I mean, we got to be able to hold them to limit their second chance points, and then just offensive execution. I do not look for us to shoot the basketball as poorly as we did today. I think your first game of the tournament is always your toughest game. I look for us to be a little bit more relaxed tomorrow. At least I'm hopeful.
Any more questions? No?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next we have Southern Illinois with Coach Cindy Stein and players Pierre, Griffin, and Washington. And to start, an opening statement from the coach.
I'm extremely proud of this team. I felt like it was a very hard-fought game. I just felt like if we could have taken maybe 1 or 2 minutes out of that game and replayed them where we played confident, I think we just got too hesitant. We needed a big shot to knock down, and we got a little tentative, and then we kind of got back. And obviously, Sorensen got open on us. That's a team thing. We just did not communicate. And again, that minute to 2 minute spell just beat us. But Northern Iowa is a great team. They are one of the toughest teams in our league to play because they execute so well, and they have counters on counters. So, our hats are off to Coach Warren and her team. They outplayed us today, but I'm extremely proud of this team. These young ladies have fought hard to accomplish what they did this season, and we hope we have an opportunity to continue on if possible. If not, we just got to work hard for next year.
Questions for the players?
Diana, can you talk about just jumping out early to start the second half? Just weren't able to put them away in the second half today.
We just came out in the second half ready to play, and on defense, we slacked off a little bit. They got an open three, made a run, and just couldn't convert off of that.
You usually are a little bit better shooting on the perimeter. How difficult did that make it to score inside in the second half?
Our shots just weren't going down. That's it.
Asia, can you talk about just how did you guys start out so well to start the second half?
We had confidence leading the second half, obviously playing well the first half. We were playing good defense. We were communicating. We were hitting some key shots. And like you said, we weren't playing well in the outside. So we were playing well inside. So I think that helped with, me and Diana playing well in the inside. And we were going and, we were pumped to just, like I told them, I said we have 20 minutes left of this game and it's ours. So the first half just helped us with the second going into it.
Diana, I know you didn't get the outcome you guys wanted tonight. However, from where you started your freshman year to where you are now, 17 wins, are you excited to come back next season and move this forward?
Yeah, I'm always excited. There's always room for improvement. I'm excited for the entire team and to see what Coach Stein has in store for us. Conditioning.
Mercedes, can you just talk about the difference in the team this year?
I think we were a lot hungry. We just wanted it more. Last season wasn't so great for us, and we were excited to get, key players back. So just having everybody back as a team and being a whole, that helped out a lot.
Did you kind of see some of the nerves in the second half? With this team not being in this position really a lot in the past?
We had a couple, like Coach Stein said, we had a couple minutes where, we weren't as confident, and we were relying on our post players in the inside. So I don't think it was nerves, but I think we just lost a little confidence in ourselves.
Well, what would it mean for you guys as players to continue this season into the postseason for the first time in a long time for the school?
Well, obviously it hurts right now that, we just lost, but I think it would feel good to go back out and give it another shot, getting whatever we can. I think that we've proved a lot of people wrong this season just doing the things that we've done. So to continue on and play big teams and play how we've been playing and continue to show how we know how to play, it would just make it feel a little bit better.
Any more questions for the players? No? Okay. You guys are pretty to go.
Thank you.
Good job, ladies.
Step. All right, questions for the coach?
Obviously, you guys made a lot of threes this year, but when Sorensen hit the first one, did you try to make someone else shoot the next one, or how well did you defend the three, you think?
Well, everything that the shots that she got off their offense we knew about. We worked on how we wanted to defend them. It's a matter of just moving your feet and communicating. So we got tired and we quit talking, and that's been a problem all year. So it wasn't a surprise it happened, but our kids fought really hard, and I think that when it came down to crunch time, we knew we needed shots, and we just weren't getting people stepping up and taking them because our guard play hadn't shot well all game, so they were hesitant to do it, but they were double teaming our post. And we needed somebody on the perimeter to be ready to score, and just did not get it. But again, I felt like we fought hard and we tried, but that's the part of the development we're still working on, is how to make all those pieces come together and stay true to who we are and how we got here. And we just needed some guards to step up and hit some outside shots to take the pressure off. And then we had to play defense. And as most of our kids know, I harp on defense all the time. And communication's a big part of it. And we lost, Sorensen. One of their best shooters. We know that. Everybody, if you asked our team, they know that. And how do you lose that kid? It happens, but it happens because Northern Iowa executes really well, and you can't, halfway play them hard. You've got to be full out all the time.
Going 22 of 80 from the field, is that something they were defending? Was it the type of gameplay, or were you guys just missing shots?
We were just missing shots, and honestly, in watching the games prior to us, I felt like everyone that's played so far, no one shot well besides, I think, Mallory Ladd from Evansville. That kid lit it up yesterday, but I haven't seen anybody. They're trying hard, but that doesn't mean they always make the right decision. And that's where we have to grow as a team.
Do you think your record is good enough for a postseason tournament? Would you guys accept if offered?
Well, I hope it's good enough. I feel like I would hope the NIT looks at us hard. I think that we could do well in the NIT. And I think, you hope so. But I wish I could control that. It's hard to answer a question you don't control, okay? And I'm a control freak, so that really bothers me.
Any more questions for the coach? No, that's it. Thank
All right,
you.
Thanks for coming, guys.